Opportunity with the internet is unlike anything that I can ever imagine having happened in the past ever before. The fact that you can, with a small group of people, if you have the right ambition and the right talent, create something that impacts hundreds of millions, even billions of people in such a short period of time is completely mind-blowing. My name is Alex. I'm the founder and CEO of Soundcloud. I was never really growing up always wanting to be an entrepreneur. I never had the lemonade stand, but I was always into doing projects. I was always starting some kind of idea and then getting way too deep into it and trying to build something and try to create something out of it. I started playing instruments super early. I built some stereo equipment, and once I started playing guitars, we built up a studio. I ended up working as a sound designer, creating sounds for movies and TV for a couple of years, and then at the university we started building all these projects. We built a ping pong table that was actually a musical instrument, so that it would be very non-threatening to people to come and play ping pong, and all of a sudden they'd realize they're actually making music. Another one we did, which I liked, was we built a pair of shoes where you could change the sound of your footstep. So in the same way that you choose what you're going to wear a certain day, you would change how you were going to sound that day based on what you felt like. When we started, it was Eric and myself. There was a lot of talk around very deep online collaboration between musicians. How could you create music together in real time? We got some help from some friends quite quick, and today we're about 150, 160 people spread out all over the world. I think we probably spent a year or something in Berlin where all the weekdays we were just designing, coding around the clock all the time, basically staying at the office, and then on the weekends, Berlin has amazing club life, so then we would go out on the weekends and basically not sleep then either. And it was really fun, really crazy, and really bootstrapped. It was a whole thing of complete mayhem, but a lot of fun. Berlin is still kind of the heart of the company. We have most of the people there. And since then we've grown. We now have an office here in San Francisco, an office in London, and an office in Sofia in Bulgaria. When Eric and I started SoundCloud, we just started building this very simple tool for sharing sounds with each other and being able to give feedback on it. But while we were doing that, we were talking a lot about what was happening on the social web, and all of a sudden we realized that sound is this fundamental part of how people are social with each other, and sound was not well represented on the web. So we set off really wanting to change that, really bringing sound to the web in the way that we think it should be. When a new media comes out, people always replicate the old one in that form. With sound, it was, how do you take this record I like to listen to and instead put it on the web so I can press play on the internet instead? And it's that's great, but that's not the end of it. That's the starting point, but it doesn't really represent all the cool things you can do with the web. One of the first things we were working on was this thing that we have now of generating a waveform, so a visual representation of the sound, allowing people to put comments inside of it so you can talk about a specific point. It allows anybody to connect instantly with anybody else. In our context, that means I can go online and then connect directly with 50 Cent, remake one of his tracks that he put up, and then send it back to him. It's insane to be able to be that closely connected to somebody. There's smaller things that are really important as well. My cousin just had his first kid recently, and when she was born, he didn't send me a text message. He recorded her and sent me the soundbite of it. I was instantly feeling like I was there. It's a super impactful moment. Anybody can sign up on SoundCloud and record on their phone, record a thought, share that with the world, or take a piece of music they've been working 6 months on and share that at an instant across the entire web. We've always been doing a lot of informal kind of hackathons and hack nights and stuff, and I think it's really important for people to A, just build things together with other people that they may not usually work with, and B, it's just really important to go off on a crazy tangent and experiment with something, no matter if you know where it's going to lead to. I heard a great remix of Romney's Binders Full of Women, right?
Yeah. There's a fair amount of stuff, and the creativity, once you start being able to play with these tracks in an easy way and share them, that's where it takes off.
Yeah.
And just the speed, right? The debate's over, and within an hour or two, something's gone, and it's
all of a sudden, then it's over Twitter, it just starts growing, and then all of the tracks created from it as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anybody out there who has the desire, has the feeling that they want to start something, that they want to go and do something, really the most fundamental, most important thing is to just stop thinking and go and do it. you're never going to feel like you're quite ready for it. You're never going to have enough information. You're never going to have all the pieces in place, but it's faster to figure those things out by going out and failing and trying and learning. What's the worst thing that could happen? Like you fail and then you start again. It's extremely demanding. It's really challenging. It will be really hard because if it's obvious that it will work, somebody else will have done it. But being able to take something where people really say you're crazy, that means like you're probably onto something. Like then it's at least worth trying for it, because if it works, it's going to be really awesome.